out comes the man with the axe, and he's like, hey, let me show you how to do it.
He squeezed the gasoline on there,
Takes out his axe, smacks it.
missed the flame, started going into the grass.
That day, drove into town, bought an axe.
Going up to him, I'm surprised we didn't have to call Josh Williams at that point.
Taught myself how to, lumberjack it, go straight down with your knees. You never want to like miss and then accidentally hit your ankles. Watch out.
Since I was a young lad, I knew that I was gonna grow up one day and to have a sexy beard.
You carry a full bush?
What happens if you meet a nice girl, she tells you she wants you to shave her beard? And I straight up tell her, well, I'll change the girl.
You get notes of Latin America in
You get notes of Hispanic in there.
Got hair on the elbow.
That is hair. Would you ever go to get a Brazilian wax? Brought to you by the stylings of
Anthony Morales.
AGM. Do you have a second middle name?
Gerardo?
Oh, not middle name, that's my bad. Second last name.
I used to, and then I took it off.
Really? Oh, yeah. What was it?
Once I became a citizen, it was Betancourt.
Oh, yeah, your mom's last name.
My mom's last name. It used to be Anthony Gerardo Morales Betancourt.
Betancourt.
And fun fact, I used to get bullied in high school for having a long ass name.
Mm.
And it wasn't until like me realized like, oh, I don't like the bullying. I don't like this bullying that we're doing.
Yeah.
And so I definitely felt like a part of me wanted to change my name because of that. Because you'd put your name up on, and we had projectors, and so your name, whatever.
Full-on name.
Your attendance would be taken up, and only 2 names would show up. So it would always be like Morales Betancourt. And people would be like, who's Morales Betancourt? And then I'd be like, oh, that's me. And it's something instilled in me where like I hated answering to that.
I get that.
Yeah.
A lot of us Hispanic folk deal with that same. Well, I think we're the only, correct me if I'm wrong, are we the only, I want to say maybe ethnicity that always carries the mother's maiden last name into the name?
I couldn't say yes or no, but yes.
Because a lot of the clients that I see too, and they're of the Hispanic variety.
The Hispanic tastings.
The Hispanic ancestry.
You get notes of Latin America in there.
You get notes of Hispanic in there.
Venezuelan.
Yeah, they have the last name. I also have 2 last names.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just dealing with I always think of I remember if you remember Zack and Cody, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the bellhop. Esteban Montoya Ramirez, because when he would go this random ass long ass name, I always think of that. But makes us who we are. Better than to be named Jim Smith. Get a load of this guy.
You apply to a company and you get hired, and now you get the email, and it's J Smith 59.
J Smith.
There have been 59 of you guys.
Oh yeah, because I didn't even think of that. Jane Doe 738. What was your first email address name?
Aunt Moore 4 in high school.
No. Your very first email address.
Oh, my personal?
Yeah.
I want to say it was something. My Gmail was Anthony.
Was it cringe?
No.
Oh, so even back then you
Yahoo. Anthony Morales 330 at yahoo.com.
Okay.
Go email me.
Go email me. Yeah, my first ever email. I guess we call it a handle, an email address.
Email, yeah. Handle is.
No. It's more for like username. Yeah.
What's your email? Instagram.
Email me on Instagram. Was when your brother created my MySpace, and we had to have the MySpace, and we had to have a mailing, an email to be able to create the account. And he just made the Manly Man 13.
Is he the one that made that?
Yeah, he's the one that made that.
No way.
Yeah.
Because then you had that for Xbox.
Yeah, so I just carried that over.
The Manly.
Because you had to have, like I said, you had to have an email address to be able to create an account, because that's where all the stuff would go in. And he created my very first one. Shout out Waro. Just straight up the Manly Man 13.
I remember creating an email that had, I used it for Minecraft. I was big into Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I did little X, big X, something. It must have been my name. It must have been something. And then big X, little X. So it looks like a platform rising, your email.
I saw that all the time. I did that for a couple of my my old Xbox gamer tags. Just that, people do that same thing, but with zeros, so little zero or O's. Little O, big O, little O, and then name. It's a whole vibe. You guys had to be there.
It was a different time.
If you guys had to be there.
Do you remember prestiging on Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops?
Lord.
for no reason, bro.
Just to say you did it.
You go online, you go through what it is to like become 70th level, and that takes hours, days, because
that's a grind.
And so then you get there, and then you're like, you know what would be fun? Doing it all over again.
Just so that my badge can change and people online can see, wow, that guy's a second prestige. Wow, that's, you know. Because you got to admit, it looked cool when other people had like 10th prestige. I was like, so cool. Fuck.
I remember when my brother and I finally made it to 15th on Modern Warfare 2. Bro, we made it to 15th. And back in the day, you would talk online. I remember just feeling so offended when some guy said like, oh, like you modded that, right?
Huh.
Bro, you didn't understand the days that went in, the weeks.
That's disrespect. It's a grind. It's a grind. You would have to grind for that because once you prestige, you would lose everything. You just have to start from zero again. You just keep the prestige, but you lose everything.
Just because it's fun.
That was fun to us.
Just because it's fun. All right, brother. We have another book here on everyone's new favorite segment, Deliberate Read.
Deliberate Read. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
And on Deliberate Read, what we do is we get a book because we have access to all the books in the world.
Yeah.
Don't ask us why. Just understand we have that kind of pull.
It's just a fact.
Donny Dust comes to us with his exquisite tastings and knowledge and wisdom of wild wisdom. Primal skills to survive in nature. Now, Donny Dust here, if you were to look at the cover, looks like no ordinary average Joe 9 to 5. This man looks like he survives in the wild.
Let me tell you, that is a well-traveled man.
He's also got a companion with him.
Some might even say man's best friend.
For the purpose of this, we'll call him Rufus.
Rufus.
So Donny and Rufus, let's see what they have to say. And we're just going to flip to a random page in the book, read the page, and I'm going to ask my friend here, hey, how do you feel about that?
And we'll see how I feel about that.
And we're going to see where this podcast takes us. It's going to be an improvisation, and you're along here for the ride.
Life is an improvisation, if we're being honest.
All right, brother. Right there sounds like a good spot.
Let me focus.
Let's go on this side. The advantage of the hand drill for making friction fires is that its simplicity. Because it's made up of just two pieces, if you make one at home and carry it with you, you'll find that it is light and doesn't take up too much space. There are two key components of making a hand drill that, unless done properly, can make them problematic. Getting the equipment right is the first priority. If your equipment isn't in good order, no matter how much strength and endurance you have and how fast you can spin the drill, your chances of successfully producing a coal or ember decrease. The two parts are the spindle and the hearth board. These are also known as the drill and the fireboard. The hearth board is a relatively short length of wood that you fashion from a tree branch. Some survival experts will tell you that the ideal combination to produce a coal to transfer to your tinder bundle is having a species of hardwood to make the spindle and a species of softwood to make the hearth board. That may be true if you are making one at home and have access to a selection of softwoods and hardwoods. So if you opt for a home build, go ahead and use that combination, experiment with different species. In the field, you may have to use wood of the same species. And then this is a note, reader's note. Rather than memorize a list of hardwoods and softwoods and how to identify the species of any particular tree you come across, there's a rule of thumb you can use to tell hard from soft. After clearing away the bark layer of a section of a branch, dig your thumb into it. If it easily penetrates the wood and leaves a groove, you'll likely have a piece of softwood in your hand. If it takes increasing effort and torquing of your thumb to get through the surface layer, you're handling a piece of hardwood. My friend, thoughts?
So, initial, right off the bat, I'm assuming when he said handsaw,
off the dome,
it's that little, and for the YouTube videos, you don't know what, I mean, for the audio listeners, you don't know what I just did. Go on YouTube to see. But that's probably what it means, right?
I would go back to the page, but I lost it.
But I believe that's the thing, because I've seen that's the thing that they carry around to start fires, or to get sparks to put them on the tinder to start fires. It's some kind of mechanism that's like, I don't even want to say if it's rope, but it's like you just spin it and it's like rubbing the logs together. Yeah. I think this guy just knows what he's talking about.
Have you made a fire?
I have not myself personally, but I've been around when a fire was started.
Secondhand fire making.
Secondhand fire starter, if you would. My boy Vlad, shout out Vlad. Back in the day, he would have a fire pit at his house. So we'd want to hang out sometimes. Whenever we did, we'd get like a bunch of friends to come over. We'd have a fire, and he was always in charge of like starting the fire. He was like, things would get wild. Like he would do like the gasoline and just like squeeze it so that boom, the fire would just build, and then we'd just be there because like a nice hot summer day or even like a fall day or whatever. You just want to have a fire with the fam or your friends. So I have never started a fire, but I would always see him kind of take care of it, maintain it. I mean, do a little bit of the blowing over here, a little blowing over there, moving the sticks around, making sure the thing, adding a little bit of like the dry wood to kind of get the fire to go. So I've never been a fire starter, but I've been a fire observer.
You've been a fire blower supporter.
Fire blower maker supporter.
Wow. On the sidelines, just giving him oxygen.
Hey.
What do you need? Hey, what do you need? I'll give you oxygen.
yeah, exactly. Because he just pass out.
Yeah,
I remember one time he was doing he was squeeze the gasoline into the fire to kind of make it pop. Because obviously that's like your last resort. You want to try to get it built with just the wood and just the fire, trying to get that going. Build it from a small fire to a big fire. Sometimes he would like to cheat because he wouldn't like to just wait until it got into a big fire. So he would just take the gasoline and just squeeze that mother in there. One time, he squeezed the gasoline on there, missed, or got it in the fire, but also got a little bit on the side. Like the flame picked up on the side that he missed, started going into the grass, going up to him. Wow. I'm surprised we didn't have to call Josh Williams at that point because it could have very easily gotten out of pocket. And this is just in his backyard. So like his house is right there. A residential home is right there. The flame just traced the gas, started spreading around kind of on the grass a little bit on him. So first he had to like get it off of him, then have to deal with the fire that was on the grass to make sure he doesn't just ruin his backyard. And I am just a fire observer. So when I saw that happening, I kind of just stood there in shock. Didn't really do much to kind of let him deal with it.
You guys are good, right?
Hey, bro, that looks kind of dangerous. You sure you want to do that?
Hey, I'm heading inside. I'm going to get water. You need water?
Whole time he's on the floor rolling.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Fire stories for you.
I've camped a lot in my life. Like I've been on road trips, tents outside. The first story that comes to mind is like the first time that I learned how to use an axe to create tinder to start fires. What a vibe. Road trip circa 2019 with a friend out to Banff and Jasper National Parks up in Canada. Started in Chicago, went through Theodore National Park, went through Badlands, went through Glacier, went through Yellowstone, Teton, and made it to Banff and Jasper up there. And what's cool about Canada is they'll have, like here in the States, you'll go buy a bundle of firewood for like $8 to $10, depending on where you get it, and it'll give you like a nice good 6 logs. Out there in Canada, they just had this massive pile of logs. And they said, like, take whatever you want, just like leave $8 to $9. We took whatever we wanted.
Leave $8 to $9.
We took whatever we wanted. We did not leave anything. Broke
Those
college
Canadians, bro.
broke college kids. And the problem here was it was so wet. All the wood was incredibly wet.
Yeah.
You're trying to fire start, could not do it for the life of you. And I'm trying to start a fire. Like we've got our tent set up. We've got a massive fucking like 2019 RV camps right next to us. And they've got this massive thing. They got a big fire going on. They've got chairs. They got everything set up.
These are professionals.
Meanwhile, my little tent is over there, like, and no fire.
Yeah.
The guy sees us struggling to start a fire, comes out with an axe. He's like, this is what you got to do. Because I'm over here with a little pocket knife, like freaking, like trying to get some
Chirping away,
trying to get some tinder.
Yeah.
Out comes the man with the axe, and he's like, hey, let me show you how to do it. Fucking puts a log down on a tree stump, takes out his axe, smacks it. He's like, see inside? Inside the wood dries a whistle.
Very good.
Dries a whistle that you just bought. And so I was like, what? And this is something that commonly happens. Like you're trying to start fire and it's a little too wet and you don't know what to do. So then that day, drove into town, bought an axe.
Bought an axe?
Bought an axe.
Wow.
Still at home. Bought an axe, just walking around town like I own the place, and then taught myself how to lumberjack it overhead, go straight down with your knees. You never want to like miss and then accidentally hit your ankle. So you're trying to go straight down, like if you're like this, you want to go watch out, like squatting.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to.
You can't miss. Let's be honest. You can't miss.
And you need to do it strong enough to cut through wood. So you're also like power and accuracy and precision is everything. Yeah. Otherwise, you're walking out there with 9 toes.
Or half a shin.
So learning how to do that was like, it just like unlocked something primitive in me, which like going back to Mr. Donny Dust's wild wisdom, you got to get in tune with nature. Like,
I love that.
You have to get in tune with nature. And so like when you're out there camping, sleeping in a tent, you're listening, you're hearing the wind patterns change. You're hearing the insects, you're hearing the animal. Like you're like, oh, like things are moving around me. If you're like so stuck up in your life and like on your phones or like in your day-to-day, like you lose touch with, oh, like the moon is half waxing today. Or the clouds seem a little cumulus today. Or like little things like that. Like you got to be in tune with that because that's you.
I got to tell you, thanks to camping, I was able to get over my, how do I say it? I was able to get over my phobia of spiders. So before, before this specific event that I went to, before if I would see a spider, I'd be like, oh, no, get away. I don't want to touch it. You know, you can't do that because if it's in your room, you got to kill it. You got to deal with it. Right. But I would be so afraid. I went on a camping trip, was out camping, was sleeping on a tent. Somehow, just a bunch of spiders had gotten in. So all throughout the night, I would just wake up and like see like spiders crawling over me.
Are they like the daddy long legs?
They're daddy long legs. There's a couple like actual like the real spiders. You know what I mean? Because I heard that somebody told me that daddy long legs actually aren't spiders. They just look like spiders. I don't know. Somebody said that. Maybe might have been wrong. Just crawling all over me, my clothes and shit like that. So like I kind of had to sleep with one eye open just to make sure what the fuck is crawling on me, right? But thanks to that experience and having to deal with literally spiders get up on me, ever since after that day, now I don't like spiders. I'm never going to like spiders. But now it's been so much easier. Oh, spider, just deal with it. So camping really helped me like get over that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Camping.
Besides that though, I like being in nature. I think I've talked about it on the pod before. I love being out in nature. I haven't done too much camping though.
Yeah.
There's not really any around here. Maybe by where I live, there's not really a lot of campsites that
you gotta try to look for them.
You gotta make it a thing.
It's like if you're growing up like in Michigan, there's a bunch of camping everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Wisconsin, a bunch of camping everywhere. There is a place though, like here in Illinois, like if you drive 6 to 7 hours just south, Garden of the Gods. I've not
heard
been,
of that,
but my Mardo has been there. And there you have like a massive overlook, and it's beautiful, and it's
really?
like that's a place that I'd like to go to.
We should take the show on the road and go record an episode there.
Deliberate drive.
I was gonna make it something deliberate camp, but that's not. It doesn't work.
Deliberate survive. We gotta workshop that.
Deliberate dive camping edition. Let me ask you this.
Well, let's ask the audience. What do you want to see when we take this on the road and take this out to nature and go camping? What title would you suggest for that segment or that time and space? We'll leave it up to you.
And it doesn't have to be deliberate something. It can be. We'd love it, but it doesn't have to be.
Brownie points if it is.
Let me ask you this. Is swinging the... Well, a couple of things I wanted to touch on your story. First of all, if a man's coming towards you, I'm surprised you're like, this man's going to murder me. Just coming at you with an axe. Hey, guys. Just neck cut off. Second, how easy or difficult, because I've never been axe swinging, is it to get through that piece of wood? Is it a clean cut every time? Or what? Is it the sharp? Is it the knife? The axe handler?
Let me do this in a very Anthony fashion where I tell a story first.
Wow.
If I were to tell you there was a parable of two lumberjacks out there, and their goal was to cut down this tree and see who can cut it down the fastest. And one guy, he's just swinging away and swinging, and he can't get through the tree. Meanwhile, the other guy's already done, and he's already won the prize. And he's like, what the heck? That lumberjack was never taught that it's not about just hard work, but it's also about sharpening your tools. So going to your question about the axe, it's hard if you don't know how to do it. But if you know how to do it and you've practiced and you've got that experience, it's a lot easier. So the guy, he taught me actually, like, you've got to go with the grain. So picture a tree trunk, like circular, right? Cut that in half, now you got half. And you know the rings that are inside of there?
Yes.
Now, if you were to cut perpendicular to those rings, that's the hardest thing you're going to try and do. Because you're going against the grain. Like those grain, like that's why a tree is so strong.
That makes sense.
Because that grain, like you're not
cutting, layers that it's built.
You're not cutting through that.
Yeah.
But if you go alongside the grain, now like when you cut into it, it's like separating a clementine, like a cutie, you know, like when you peel it against its own grain, like it's so easy. Now imagine if you just like flip it on its side and you try peeling it that way.
You also could have. At that point, that's force.
At that point, we're just playing make-believe.
Yeah.
And we need rules and laws. So that's one. Two is the practice. Like you got to be confident with like where your axe is going to land. So when like you're going up and like you're coming down, like you can't be closing your eyes. You can't be like shying away. Like that's just your confidence. And so like giving it like have you ever played golf?
Yeah.
Like giving it a few like practice swings, like. And then when you actually go up to do it, you just do the exact same thing.
Now, were you putting that on the floor or were you putting that on like some kind of platform?
Great question. So when you're at these campsites, what you want to do is look for a wooden platform. Because if you're going to cut through the wood, well, your axe is going to continue to go through. And you don't want it to hit metal. You don't want it to hit the ground. You don't want it to hit a rock.
Yourself.
You don't want it to hit yourself. And so, and it's interesting because like once I started chopping down some wood, I would notice a bunch of tree trunks everywhere now. And then you would start to see like, oh, like that one's been beaten to shit because some other guys put his wood there and has cut.
I was going to say, that's what I've seen the most, like online and everything, is people cut those little pieces of wood on other tree trunks.
Yeah. Because if your axe goes all the way through, well, it's going to just land softly on wood.
How do you sharpen an axe? Tell me that. Please write a book just like he did.
Well, you're actually going to have to check out Donny Dust's
for the finishing of that story.
But another fun fact from that axe, that guy that taught me how to cut an axe, this man, first of all, he's approaching me with an axe, and so immediately you're
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I'm going to die. But no, coolest guy. He traveled by RV with his wife all throughout the United States, gone through Mexico. This man's retired by now. And he goes like, have you ever thrown an axe? I'm like, no. And this is before axe throwing was really cool. And he like just stands 30 feet away from this tree, just lines it up, and says, watch this. Just fucking throwing axe and right into the trunk.
Is this Thor that you were describing? With his fucking...
He said, with the power of Asgard.
Yeah. And it comes back to his hand.
So yeah, no, a lot of...
Did you try throwing the axe?
I think I tried throwing it. And
how does that feel?
Well, I've done the axe throwing. Have you ever done those axe
I've never done axe throwing.
They're pretty fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a heavy axe?
Not really.
No.
Not at all.
I would assume so.
I went axe throwing this past Halloween with my sales team at Hubbard, Chicago.
Wow.
There's a picture of me dressed as a blind mouse, getting a bullseye.
Huh. Hey, you got a bullseye.
Right here.
This guy. Picture?
Bing.
Picture? You have a picture of this?
I have a picture of that.
Wow. Picture of you like this. Bing. I've never been, the only thing I've ever done throwing wise like that is just darts. But I've kind of always wanted to go because, I mean, it looks cool, but you got to get it perfect. Again, it goes back to that confidence, making sure you're throwing a firm throw so that it sticks on there, so that it's not like that one video that I'm sure you guys have seen online. It's like this lady throws it, fucking bounces back off the thing and like bounces at her.
I've not seen that.
It's on like TikTok. If you look it up, just like axe lady throw, whatever, you'll see it. Poor lady just straight up guns it at the wall, doesn't hit with the knife, hits with like the back of the axe, bounces off and like bounces to like her. It's fucking wild, bro. So again, you gotta be careful with these things, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to walk away with like 9 fingers.
And you want to know, in order to do that, my friend, this episode has been brought to you by a very good and very timely sponsor for this episode. Host Defense's Mushrooms Lion's Mane. Yet again, they come through with another brand sponsorship. And what better to talk about lion's mane mushrooms than our today's deliberate read, Donny Dust.
Go ahead and read a little bit about that.
Its long spine looks like a lion's mane. It grows on hardwood trees and in clumps that add to the mane-like appearance. Many say that it tastes much like lobster. I have said that. It is also sometimes called the mountain priest mushroom, the bearded tooth mushroom, or the bearded hedgehog mushroom. And hey, listen, I can't even speak to lion's mane because the book that we chose today is just speaking for itself.
I gotta tell you, my friend, I want to start taking some more of this stuff. Because I took it live on the pod last time. I went home. I wrote a whole book. That's how powerful this stuff is.
I read the book too.
Yeah. All within the hour that I got home.
And I read the book before you wrote it. That's how powerful that stuff's.
We transferred messages from mind to mind. That's how powerful. Guys, if you want to take the real life limitless pill, Lion's Mane by Host Defense Mushrooms. Pick them up. Hey, I never asked you, where can they pick this up?
Well, Sebastian, that's a great question that you asked. This particular product comes from a nice Amazon order. A humble Amazon order.
It's one of those little niche store you might have heard. Amazon.
If you want to shop local, you can also find it at your nearest Whole Foods.
Okay, there you go.
Which is also basically Amazon. Jeff
Everything.
Bezos, he's got both of them.
Everything's basically Amazon these days.
Everything, dude. All right, outfit check. Anything on you from Amazon? No. I guess what would you order on Amazon that you would wear?
Oh, plenty of stuff. I've ordered jackets from there. I believe, actually, not gonna lie, I believe these sunglasses are from Amazon.
How do you feel about people boycotting stuff, but also there comes a point where you can't, like, you've gotten something that like a child slave has made. Your iPhone.
Yeah.
Your iPhone comes from childhood slavery somewhere out there that we have no idea.
Yeah.
The chicken that you ate today. Did you eat chicken today?
What I eat today? No, today I had tuna. But the tuna that I made, that was made. Some poor kid in somewhere in the world had to make a tuna.
Tuna farms.
Tuna farms.
The chicken that I ate today, probably a freaking chicken that was in a cage forever, and they call it free-range chicken, but this chicken has never seen the light of day.
Nothing free about that.
And we turn blind eyes to all of this all the time.
It's very difficult when people say they're going to boycott things, but then still kind of take the benefit of it, because you're not really boycotting. You're just kind of being picky and choosing what you want to do. It's either you boycott everything or you don't boycott anything.
It's either you go out and live in the wild.
That's the ultimate boycott.
And even then, you still can't, because, like, who's going to read your emails?
Back to what you said on the last show. Even if you win the lottery and want to go off the grid, you can never truly get off the grid, because at some point you still got to check up on the things that are either making you money or the people that you care about, or, I don't think one can truly live off the grid, just like you said.
And you can't boycott everything that, like, slightly varies from, like, your own outlook. It's tough.
Can't. It's hard, man. It's hard. And
because you can't be shopping if I gotta, go buy a new microwave, for example. I can't be like, all right, what are the microwave's political views on the Middle East before I buy the microwave?
Can't do that.
Now, at that point, I'm just never going to have heated food.
But I tell you what, though, the people that made that microwave, what are their views? And maybe you see, like, the brand specifically. It's just a lot. It's just a lot these days. Now, it brings up a good point. Is it worth it to consider all that stuff? Or is it easier to just kind of turn the blind eye and just use it for what it is? Because I could see it in a way, like, if you want to boycott it because of what it is and what it stands for, or what you stand for, I get that. If you turn a blind eye, it's kind of like you're excusing it. You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard of, I forgot what it's called, but it's called, like, the bystander effect?
Yeah. But you just kind of stand back and just, hey, doesn't have to do with me, so.
Or there was, like, I don't think it was an experiment because it would have been messed up, but I think there was around a populated apartment complex, let's call it.
Mhm.
There was like a woman being like freaking murdered in the street. And there was like a bunch of people out looking over and seeing this person yelling bloody mercy and asking for help.
Mhm.
And no one decided to do anything because everyone assumed that someone else would take responsibility.
Yes.
And so you kind of just say one of these like, hey, that's not my problem, because someone else is going to handle it.
It's tricky to get into those things because the good part of you wants to step in. If you ever see any kind of injustice happening, part of you wants to step in, but then that comes with its own kind of little connotation in their world, and because now you stepped in, so now you're part of this. So now what effects does that have on you? Like, let's say, for example, legally, you stepped into this, and now you become a witness into that crime, or you become part of it, So at what point is it more worth it to, again, it kind of goes back to what kind of person, is it more worth it to you to just kind of say, oh, completely shutting my eye to this, I am walking away, I didn't see anything? Or is it more worth it to you to step in knowing that it's going to come with things that you're going to have to deal with?
Like, imagine just trying to go in like, I am making a citizen's arrest and just getting knocked
real?
out. Yeah, it's real.
That's real, citizen's arrest?
It is. However, I think there's so much like legality to it that you would never want to do it.
Yeah.
Never do it.
Or it's like very specific or something.
It has to be perfect.
Because more so, like you just said, I am making a citizen's arrest. The guy just knocks you out. And there goes that. Now you're worse off than you started.
Not even that. Now you're needing to be helped too. No, there's two people.
No, there's two victims because you're trying to be a tough ass.
I once stepped up to in college after the bars, probably 3 a.m. getting chicken strips.
What are you gonna do about it? That's my favorite Anthony story.
No, not that story. We're not getting into that one today. That's for the Patreon.
Just know that's my favorite story of Anthony time.
I'm there, and there's this guy, there's this girl trying to order her chicken strips and fries. We're all wasted, and there's this guy that approached. No, we're not wasted. I'm like tired, like coming off of being
wasted in its own way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, energy wasted, chocolate wasted.
Chocolate wasted.
And there's a guy just like bothering this girl, and I'm with my ex
man.
at the time, and I'm like, damn, like what's going on over there?
Hey, you see that guy?
You see, hey, and I decided to stand up and put myself in between, like, hey, like she does not want this, like you are making uncomfortable. Please go away. And the guy sobered up so quick, and he's like, oh, I don't want no problems, man. I don't want no problems.
Damn.
But bro, like that was like the first time I was like, let me just puff up my chest a little bit and see what happens. Like I could have got swung on.
What were you? Did you take all that into consideration before you did it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
All this.
Were you prepared to walk up and fight?
All the adrenaline in me, yes, kind of. Like, first of all, like I got a girl over there watching the whole thing. I'm in a public space. I think those things kind of help me be like, I'm gonna be okay.
Okay.
Like if anything happens, like I'll be okay. And also, you got some confidence behind yourself too. Like, yeah, man, like you're gonna come at me. You better swing hard that first time. And then and it just felt like, yeah, like don't do that. Don't mess around.
What did that girl say?
She just said thank you.
Oh, that was my boyfriend. You ruined it. We're role playing for later.
That's wild.
I had that same. Well, because my next question was going to be: have you ever had any moments like that where you have stepped up to something because you just seen and you're like, hey,
injustice.
Injustice, and you're like, I can't just physically be fine with myself and just watch that happen and just let it be. That happened to me on the pod. Remember that day that early days of us recording. I had gone home. Unfortunately, watched I don't want to.
Emotional abuse,
verbal abuse, a little bit of physical abuse. The guy left before I had a chance to even do anything, but I stepped up to it, and like I stepped to the girl at least. I was like, hey, do you need any help or anything like that? She felt so ashamed and then just got in her car and just drove off. But man.
Do you know how to do CPR?
Yeah, at my previous job, I got taught how to do CPR because I had to know if anything ever happened.
I need to learn.
It's pretty good, bro. What do they always tell you? You want to do it to the rhythm of the Bee Gees. It's a whole process. It's literally a whole process. You walk up to the person. You're supposed to tell them, like, sir, are you okay? Are you okay? See if they respond. If they don't respond, you just start checking pulse and things like that. And then you start to the Bee Gees. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, you're supposed to look at somebody else with you. Hey, call the police and get an EKG. And that's the little thing. That's the defibrillator that they'll
An EKG?
No, it might not be EKG. No, that's the test that they do.
I think it's the AUG.
It's something, but it's a little defibrillator thing that they do that is available for if you're in a public place and something happens, they're supposed to by law have one of those around.
AED.
I don't know what it's called. We'll figure it out. We'll put it here. They're supposed to have that on them so that when that does happen, and a qualified person that does know how to do CPR and does know how to do one of those things comes, they give you that thing, you take the little stickers off, you put it on the person's body, you're supposed to pull like one on the arm, one on the right side of the chest right here, one on the stomach, and then you do the thing, pop, and that's supposed to hopefully wake them up or at least hold them down until the real paramedics come.
Now, what happens if they die because of that?
Again, do you want to stepping into what it all entails? Do you want to deal with that? Because what happens at that point? You try to help, but the person died on your watch because you shocked them to hell.
And that's why, like today, and the story I was telling you about that traffic cone lodged in that woman's car.
Yeah.
Like we'll put the picture up right here.
Oh,
audacious!
Give him a little taste of what that was.
So I'm driving. So today in Chicago, like it snowed like crazy.
Yeah, in the early morning hours.
And we're recording on the 14th of January. And I'm driving in and I'm on the highway and I just see a car just with like a massive, let's say 4-foot traffic cone sticking outside of its left frontal tire. It looked crazy. And I'm driving behind it and I took a picture. And my instinct was to like drive alongside him, roll down my window and be like, hey, you've got a whole ass traffic cone lodged inside your car. It's going to be dangerous if it just comes out and hits someone. Or even if you're trying to merge somewhere, like you've got an extra 2-3 feet of width or of girth added to your car. But now, if I do that, I can get into an accident. Exactly. It's also snowing like crazy. It's also very slippery. Like that's just a whole thing. And so
it goes back to it. You have to balance it out in that moment and that make a split decision. Is it more worth it to alert the person or more worth it to just stay on your way? Unfortunately, a lot of the times for the people that have kind of decided I'm just going to stay in my way and stay in my lane, it turns out to be unfortunate if something does happen to the other person and you're like, oh, man, I could have said something. Man, I could have alerted to them. So it's
a tough
hard, bro.
It's so we were celebrating Mortal's 32nd birthday yesterday.
Wow.
And he's got like a phrase that he likes to say of like, it's not about you. He had this epiphany back in 2020. Shout out Lion's Mane Mushrooms.
I'll tell you what, he was taking some of this when he had it.
Kind of. And it's not about you. And you can say it in a different way, like don't take anything personal. Because if you are true into sticking to your lane, and you've got your values, and you got your family, and you got your friends, and you've got your purpose, and you're taking care of all those things, there's going to be shit on your in your peripherals that are going to go down. This woman with her traffic cone sticking outside of her car. Hey, what if she did get into an accident after I decided to drive by?
Loser, just drove away.
But I'm sticking to my lane, right? Yeah. Like. In certain points in your life, you've got to step out of your lane and go offer a helping hand.
And nobody can blame you for that. Like, nobody can blame you for just, I'm choosing to just do me.
And there are situations where, hey, sometimes we actually don't want you to help. Too many chefs in the kitchen. You can actually cause damage if you try and help. Imagine someone's like paralyzed on the floor and they've got like some type of head injury and you try and go help them moving their head.
That's one of the things that they say. If somebody's like passed out on the floor, the worst thing you can do is I'm just going to scoop you right up over my shoulder. Let's go. Because you don't know, again, you don't know if their neck is broken. You don't know if they have head trauma. And you just made it even worse. But it's that kind of instinct to just jump in.
To help.
We all have that.
I hear a lot in New York where like if you got a baby stroller and you're trying to get down to like the train station, anybody will just like drop what they're doing, pick up the baby stroller and just like help you down. And then just go about their business.
I will say though, it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see others doing it for other people. So maybe not necessarily I'm allowed to be able to stay in my lane, but if I see somebody else that decides to step in and like help over, like take over, and so I'm like, man, good for that person. That person decided to jump into action. The reason why I thought of that is because I had a story that happened long time ago. It was me, my mom, and my sister in the car. My sister was still at the max. She was like 3 years old, probably like 2 years old.
So these are 1900s?
These are the 1800s, actually. She's 2 years old. I am just also a little out lad. I'm max 8 years old, so not even capable to really do anything, right?
1700s then.
Yeah. And it's just my mom. We're driving at night. It's in the city, kind of, I want to say, maybe kind of by around where we are, but definitely like more closer towards the city, like downtown. We had this car that we used to have, and we were going to go pick up my dad from his job, and we were going to drive back home. And it was dark. It was winter. My mom had already taken a big leap of faith just by driving, going into the city, because she wasn't my dad was really the driver. So my mom really didn't really know how to get around. And it's not like back then, I'm just going to pull out my phone and follow my GPS, right? So she was already kind of like nervous about that. And I could tell that she was nervous about that. So I would always try to I would sit in the passenger seat and I would just be like, it's going to be fine. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Everything was going great. Almost pulled up to the spot. We had an older car. This was like very early on into our time here in the States. So just obviously at first you don't have everything, you just got to get what you have to be able to manage until later on. We just had an older car, bro. And I remember it till this day. We're about to make a turn into the left lane, or no, turn left into go to another street. I believe just further up the road was where my dad worked. Turn into the left lane, bro. The car just absolutely dies in the middle of the intersection.
No.
Not even made it across the street where we could have been a little bit easier. Not stuck where we were at the stoplight. In the middle of the intersection, it just absolutely dies on us.
How did your mom handle that?
Here's the thing. Absolutely dies on us. Immediately, my mom kind of starts like panicking, like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It was like, you know what? I can't push the car. I only have my kids. I can't push the car. So she's kind of already started panicking. Even worse, the lights turn green for the rest of the people. So now they're going to start coming and driving. So now she feels even more of that pressure that's just kind of in the way. Out of nowhere, I remember again to this day, an angel just appeared. Comes up to the door. And it was a younger guy, too. Comes up to me and is like, hey, are you guys okay? Like, put it in neutral. Him, 3 other people just appear out of nowhere, helped us push our car to the side of the road to at least so we can make it to the street so that we could kind of like pull over to the side. Mm-hmm. But they pulled out of nowhere. We were there for like a solid maybe like minute or 2 minutes, just cars honking at us. My mom didn't know what the fuck to do. I was kind of also scared because what am I going to do, right? Mom, I got it. Mom, I just put the pick of the car up and run. So I'm like freaking out. My mom was already stressed enough that she was driving into the city, not really knowing where she was going, following paper instructions that she had fucking written down before we left the house. Forever thankful to whoever this person was. I just remember it was a young guy. He was like, hey, it's okay, don't worry. And just like gave us that like reassurance. Just like, hey, it's gonna be cool. Because I'm sure he saw my mom with just 2 little kids in the car. So he's like, I'm gonna help. He jumped in, right? And then, yeah, he jumped in. He's like, hey, put it in neutral. I was like, it'll be okay. And then just 3 people came, helped us push the car. And then after that, I kind of blacked out. I don't even know what happened after that, honestly.
What was the problem with the car? Gas?
I guess no, it wasn't even gas. It was just like the battery had died or just something like that. But it wasn't gas because my mom would have like, if she was making that kind of drive, for sure would have made sure that like, all right, we got enough gas, we got this and that. Dude, crazy times. Again, a person that decided and it was winter on top of all of that. It was winter, so it was cold as fuck outside, right? A person that just was the kindness of their heart decided to just step in and help us out.
You know what's so crazy? Like we have that exact same story.
Really?
Happened to my mom the exact same way too. In the middle of the intersection, going to turn left, car dies right in there. Panicking, got kids in the back, all this. 2 angels is what she called it. Came out of nowhere, picked up the car.
Picked up the car. One in the front, one in the back, just lift.
Push it to the side. I think the gasoline like ended.
Oh,
because back then, my parents were budgeting money to like the gas, like to the gallon.
Yeah.
And in their calculations, they forgot to incorporate the calculation of like warming up the car.
Oh.
And so warming up your car in this winter, warming up the car, it's going to go through some gas.
Yeah.
And so you're only thinking about, okay, it's going to be 20 miles to get to
driving.
work, 20 miles to get back. That's about like 2-3 gallons. Like you're doing those calculations, but you forgot about the warming up the car. Because at that time, that car, the gas meter didn't work. And so you had to calculate this thing freaking to the gallon. And yeah, like we got dropped. But going back to the whole, what we're talking about, help someone out. Like you can become that angel. You can become that hero.
You never know how and look at this. The guy probably doesn't even remember who we are. He probably doesn't even remember that story. But to me and to my mom, he will be somebody that I'll remember it for the rest of my life. I will always remember that story. I think about it all the time. Like he literally just came. And the way that he did it too, it wasn't like, hey, like, do you guys need help? Like he came in right away, the most gentlest, like calm voice, like, hey, like it'll be all right. Put it in neutral or something. And then just like made it all feel like better. And just just a random guy in the city who really does that,
You ever think like, what if that guy, now that you're driving, has cut you off at one point and you just like insulted this guy's...
I'm like going off on him. And it's like, I see who he is. I'm like, you ever see like those shows where they're about to kill somebody and they realize who it is and they're like, oh, and like drop the gun and just, oh my God, Martha. Yeah. Oh, man, God bless that guy. Wherever he is now, all those people that helped us, actually. He didn't know what he was jumping into. Other people could have easily been assholes about it and just not done anything.
Just started honking.
Or just started honking even more. And dealing with the repercussions of what might come from that. Ultimately, though, I do believe that, like, if you see something and you feel confident enough to, like, step in, I believe you should do it.
That brings us to our last sponsor of the day. Let's see if you guys know this sound. Name that sound. Because if you're not watching on YouTube, you have no idea what I'm doing.
He just did.
You have no idea what I'm doing.
Angels just appeared.
But I'll give you a spoiler. It is brought to you by Nintendo DS. Now, I found this guy deep in the trenches of all the memorabilia I've
accumulated over the
years. And brother, let me tell you, I'm playing this thing like before work, 15 minutes.
That's so
17 minutes before work.
That's so great.
I'm just winning the Grand Prix. Actually, I've got a goal because some of the Grand Prix, like they've got ratings like A, B, C, D, 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars. Brother,
I know exactly where you're going.
Best believe I'm trying to get this all to 1 star at least. Some got 2 stars, some got 3. I'm like, how do you do that? But
I thought you were going to go knock them all out and make them all 3 stars.
Well, that's the goal, but none of them have 3 stars. The best one has 2 stars on a 150 mirror.
Wow.
So, and the reason I bring this up on today's mental health break is this has no connection to the internet. It has no ads, like the ad I'm reading right now. It doesn't have any of that. This is just simple losing your brain and just doing something that's fun without anything trying to sell you, without anything trying to pull your attention, without any of that. It's just you in its simplest childlike form playing a game.
That's so pure.
And you need, in this mental health break, go find things that just take you out of the anxiety that we feel every day of wanting to be better, like having to do this or needing to do this. Like, we're in February now.
Mm-hmm.
We're in February now. And where are we with our 2026 goals? Are we feeling anxious that, oh no, we disappointed ourselves yet again? Why? You're the one that made it up. You're the one that made that goal up. Whether you hit it or not, it literally does not matter.
It doesn't mean anything unless you make it mean something like that.
And so you got to find time in your life and spaces and create spaces where you can just be in bliss, having fun, time to yourself. And Nintendo DS helps me find that time.
It's going back to kind of, maybe that would be actually stepping into something. Maybe that gives you the confidence to be like, man, I just helped with that. What can I do now? I literally can do anything I want. If that gives you that extra like boost or that confidence to be able, or momentum to keep going, now like, I did this, now I can maybe go tackle this. Now I can go tackle that. You just build momentum. Look at you. Before you know it, you have become Jeff Bezos.
No, we don't want to become that.
Not morally.
I like that. It takes one step. Taking one step at a time. One step at a time, brother.
How?
Call time 6 minutes.
Let me tell you something.
Can I scratch your beard while you ponder too?
No, this beard's only for my scratch.
Wow. Do women like the beard?
Women absolutely love the beard.
Really?
Now, I always say this, and I get asked this a lot. Do you keep it for looks wise? I mean, no, how do I say it? Do you keep it to like maybe make yourself look more attractive or get more attention? Or do you have it because maybe you just like beards? My answer is always gonna be it's because I like beards. Since I was a young lad, I knew that I was gonna grow up one day and to have a sexy beard. For the longest time, I didn't think that was gonna be possible. In high school, I could only grow a mustache and a goatee, and it wasn't even a good one. Mustache I can grow since I was like in 6th grade. That's never been a problem. Just in 6th grade with a mustache. So that's never been a problem. High school, a little bit of strands on my chinny chin chin. Never assumed. Out of high school, freshman year, now my hair started going to a little bogus little chin strap. But again, just chin strap. Nothing up here, nothing down here. Just a little chin strap that barely connected. One day, full on bush. Full bush. Full bush. And I keep it because I love myself. So like people ask me, my boss at work, she always like bothers me. It's like, you look so much younger without your beard. Girls are gonna like you more without your beard and all this stuff. I was like,
she's saying that?
She said that to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
The one I danced with?
Yeah.
That voice?
Yeah.
Nice.
But she says it like the best way because her husband is cleanly shaven. So she's more so of like the kind of woman that prefers a man to be clean shaven. So that's why she said it to me. Right? But she's like, girls will like it more, and I'm like, I do this for me. The beard is purposely just mine. And she'll tell me, it's like, what happens if you meet a nice girl and she tells you she wants you to shave her beard? And I straight up tell her, well, I'll change the girl.
I'll change the girl?
Yeah. Dude, I'm not shaving this. I mean, sometimes I'll shave, but I'm not shaving it if somebody else wants me to shave it. The beard is mine. This is my makeup. I love it. I take care of it. I maintain it. I wash it. I oil it. All of that. It's a big responsibility having a beard, buddy, because you don't want it to get dirty. You don't want it to get nasty. Some people say it itches. I've never had that problem. But with a great beard comes great responsibility.
So you've shaved it all the way down. Like, when's the last time you shaved
it? I have never. Okay, people. That's another thing that people ask me. When was the last time you were cleanly shaven? The last time I was cleanly shaven, like nothing on my face, was freshman year of high school. No. I'm lying. Senior year, like the last maybe like couple months of high school, I decided to just do it, right? So that was the last time I'm completely shaven. Ever since then, I've had some kind of facial hair on my face. Last time I didn't have a beard, I would say maybe 2024. I cut it off, but I left the mustache and the goatee. So you're never gonna catch me freshly shaved or like cleanly shaved completely. Like you're never gonna catch me like that. Unless I lose a lot of weight and I actually get a jawline back, maybe then I'll try it. I've always been curious to see, but even then when I did it in 2024 and cut this down, instant fucking regret. So I was like, you know what? Because you get urges sometimes. You're like, you know what? I'm bored. What if I just shave my beard off? But no, I know that I can't mess around like that because I know I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it. And thankfully, though, my beard does grow back kind of quick. But still, in the meantime, I don't know what's under here. I haven't seen this part of my face in years. Who knows what's there? All right. Are you a facial hair man? Ladies, a lot of you guys are a lot of our followers are ladies. Ladies, what do you think about facial hair? Do you like it on a man? Do you like the long beards? Do you like the trim beards? Do you like no beards? Some facial hair. What do you like?
What do you like?
Because I've heard that the girls like the beards. It's not why I do it, but I've heard, and it definitely helps. I haven't had one girl complain about my beard ever.
Wow.
Ever. Most of them like it. All of them have liked it. In fact, some of them like to grab onto it.
They gotta grab on.
They gotta grab onto something when it gets hot.
Buckle in.
How about you, my friend? Because I remember you were just doing the facial hair, but now I see you and
we're clean shaven. We're clean shaven for 2026.
You're always gonna maintain that?
You know what I found out? Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo. Great for the face.
Really?
Great for the face.
Let me ask you this now. Are you a man that has a night routine before you go to bed. Because this is something that I started to incorporate into my life this year.
Oh.
And I made it a goal that every night I'm going to do my face wash. Obviously, the regular stuff, brush my teeth, floss, all that stuff. But I'm going to do my face wash. I'm going to do the exfoliating. I'm going to put the little,
Damn.
The
Damn.
What is it called? That kind of acid? Hydrochloric acid? No, it's not hydrochloric. I think that burns your face off. It's some kind of acid. We'll put a picture of it here. Put that on my face because it's something.
You can't just say we'll put a picture of it there. If future Anthony's listening, he's like, I don't know.
I'll show you the picture.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll show you what I mean. It's like the stuff that's purposely for your face, but like it revitalizes your face. It's like I've started doing stuff like that. You know, do you have anything like that?
I have a shower.
I take a shower.
I take a shower.
No, I'm talking like purposely, like a face routine or skincare routine.
I don't have a coconut oil. I get a lot of compliments on my skin.
Really?
On like, I got soft hands. Well, you tried making fun of me that one time.
I didn't make fun of it. I just said you got soft hands because of the meme.
Okay. So I have pretty soft skin, and what I do, like obviously, like I shower, I use body wash, I use a cloth. I started incorporating the baby shampoo on my face, which leaves me just baby butt smooth.
Just shampoo on the face?
Baby butt smooth.
Wow.
And this thing says like from head to toes, like on the baby. So, and it also got aloe vera in it. It's got like these vitamins in it. So I'm like, if you're going to trust a baby to have all these chemicals doused in it.
That's true.
Like, why wouldn't it be a good thing to use? So after I'm done with that, what I do is just a layer of coconut oil from head to toe.
Head to toe.
Head to toe. I just put it here, start with my face, put it in my hair, get to my body.
In the hair?
In the hair, coconut oil.
Wow.
Extra virgin coconut oil. Don't get that refined shit.
What does that make?
You'll get like little pebbles, like little hard pebbles. And I have a jar of that right now, and it's upsetting because I got to go through it.
So you use it even though it's giving you the pebbles?
It's got the, yeah, like you'll rub around and you just get clumps of white stuff, and it's just like all over the bathroom. You're like, well, that's not what that looks like, but
who's going to clean this up?
But no, dude, extra virgin coconut oil all over my body. The hair, my hair, I love my hair. I feel great. I feel fantastic. I have very smooth skin.
You look, well, I always have sunglasses on here, but your skin does look good.
Vibrant.
Did you ever deal with acne a lot?
Of course, yeah.
You did?
I think we all did. I was once prescribed pills to take it for.
Really? No, I never dealt with it to that extent.
Pills on my face. I would develop, like, when I first started working out in high school, I would also develop acne.
Acne.
The acne was the worst. That just, it like, because you're also young and dumb, and like I tried popping all the pimples, which is really gross.
Do you manscape?
Of course.
And this all kind of...
That's an everything shower. Do you know what an everything shower is?
Take care of everything.
Take care of everything from head to eyebrows.
Do you have, now this might be for the Patreon, but we're going to maybe allow it here. Do you have a lot of hair on your body?
No.
Is that just naturally or because you take care of it that way?
Naturally.
Wow. Oh, that's lucky for you, brother.
Although I do have like patches. Maybe that's for the Patreon. No, it's not. Unlike my thighs, because like on shorts you can see it, or even like on my calves, you'll have one side with hair, the whole other side no hair. I could show you right now. Like, look at this. Like if I turn on this side, we got hair. Turn on this side, there's no hair.
Buddy, that is naked as naked can be. On the other side, Bigfoot.
It's smooth.
Wow.
And my hair is like regrown. Like I've lost all my hair due to chemo, and it's regrown to do this. But
has that affected like the thickness of your hair?
I'd say my hair on my head is a lot softer. Like before, if it were this length, like it would be very prickly.
Really?
Like very straight and prickly. But now it's a little bit more softer. When it first grew back, it was a lot more curly. The hair on like my body, like I just got like a bunch of like random stragglers, like stupid looking hairs that just like come out a lot.
Yeah, I have.
I have a lot of those after.
I have a lot of that.
After that
grew
grew
out.
out.
You got a lot of hair in the elbow here. Is that not hair?
Got hair on the elbow.
That is hair. That's good, man.
Do you carry a full bush?
My body is just one big bush.
just hire landscapers every month. Massive clippers.
Let me ask you this before I answer my question.
Yeah, and we gotta
start rapping.
We gotta start rapping.
Would you ever go to get a Brazilian wax?
Brother, I'm glad you bring this up. You would think that some people would just understand Brazilian waxes. Some people.
What do you mean?
Yes, of course, bro. Of
Yeah.
course.
Have you?
I've not gotten, no.
Okay.
But I naturally, like when I lost all my hair, I had no hair.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have to worry about it.
I was Brazilian.
You were probably very aerodynamic. Look at this guy running down the street. He's just flying.
You just have people walking like in diagonal from me because that man's aerodynamic.
Even when he doesn't be, he's just super slick. People try to catch you, you slip out of their hands.
They hug me and just go,
you just like, whoop.
just like a glizzy.
Would you?
Of course, bro. Of course.
Nice.
I've heard.
No, I'm talking about everywhere. So like, even if you gotta spread them, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. I've heard great things.
Really?
I've heard great things.
I kind of want to do it too. So to answer your question is,
Brazilian wax is out there. Come on the pod. Give us a discount.
we should invite. Yeah,
We should.
we should invite a Brazilian wax because boy, I'm sure they have stories. I'm sure they have stories. They're going into nooks and crannies of people. Wow, who knows what they've seen?
What do you think they're gonna find? A leprechaun?
No, but you know, everybody's got its own little quirks, its own little things.
Hey,
Spread them to assholes.
Sir, are you aware that there are diamonds?
Sir.
Sir, you no, and Nadia, and you gotta. Sir, are you aware?
My favorite is when they gotta do the Brazilian wax and you gotta spread them. How do you do that as a man? How do you do that?
What do
you
lay?
Do you lay back and throw your legs up in the air? Are you on all four, or just waiting for her to just?
You got to be on all. No, you know what I think it is? I think they have you. I've heard of someone getting a Brazilian. It was a female though, but they like sit you up and they perch you up like this. This is for the camera view, but they perch you up like this and they kind of go like that. Wow. Yeah. Could you imagine?
I cannot. Just having my bits and pieces just in somebody's face like that?
Now, would you rather a woman or a man do it to you?
Probably a woman, just for the sole fact that I feel like maybe they're might be better at it. I don't know, but maybe a woman. I don't know.
Maybe they'd be better at it.
Well, when you think of what are they called? The people that do that kind of thing.
A masseuse?
A masseuse, right?
No.
You would think women. I just think that's more of like a woman-dominated field. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Wow.
Esthetician? Maybe esthetician?
I think it's a mathematician.
Oh, math. I think that might be it, actually. Yeah. Going back to your original question, yes, I do have a lot of hair all over the place. I very much maintain, though. Very much have to landscape. Again, if I didn't, just a walking around, just a full bush everywhere.
A walking bush.
Spoiler alert. Later on this month, I'm going to be getting a full chest piece. So I have to be clean shaven for that. Because I have a lot of hair here, so I'm going to have to.
Do you cut around your nipple hairs?
Yeah.
You do?
I don't have a lot of specifically nipple hairs, but the hair around it, I definitely clean that up.
Yeah.
Because some people, I've even seen some cases. I have some friends, I won't name any names here, who just have nipple hairs, but no chest hair, just straight up nipple hairs.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Yeah.
Our
boy Nathan was saying hi.
Quick word from the sponsor that just came in, okay? But yeah, and I think I would definitely also be down to
get a Brazilian.
Get us when the Deliberate Dive Instagram page reaches, what's a good number?
500.
I was thinking that same exact number. And this is telling you guys live on the air. When the Deliberate Dive Instagram page reaches 500 followers, Anthony and I are going to go get Brazilian waxes.
That's actually pretty good.
We'll go and we'll bring you guys along for the whole ride. Obviously, you're not going to see anything, but we'll bring you guys to where we go to the place. We'll be recording ourselves. We'll talk about it. When one person is getting waxed, the other person will be kind of like talking about it, you know? Get us to 500 followers, and we'll do that.
We'll do a his and his Brazilian wax.
His and his, Morales and Morales Brazilian waxers. So it's on you guys.
It's on you guys. If you guys want to see some great content, then yeah, get us to that number. Spread the word. Spread that word. Get us to that number, and we will for sure do it. All right, brother. What another great week on the pod. Season 2, episode 3 in the books. Fully. We've never been more back. We're so back.
We're so back. It's
We're
unbelievable.
So back.
Nobody's ever been more back than we have at this very moment.
And you know the title for this episode?
We're so back.
We're so back with Brazilian waxes.
Back? Hairless backs, if you would even.
Hairless bags. Hairless big bags.
Hairless big backs.
Hairless big Brazilian bags.
Ooh,
There's something there.
there's something there. Guys, we love you.
And we tell you every single time.
And we're never going to stop telling you.
Go like, subscribe, comment, engage. Tell us how you feel.
500 is the magic number. If you want to see us go through some funny moments, it's on you.
500 gets you slippery, smooth content moving forward.
And we'll bring you to the place. I tell you, we'll bring you to the place. We'll record the whole thing. Live reactions of my hair getting pulled.
We'll bring you back a non-shaven and then a shaven hair.
That might be for the Patreon.
Brother.
Always a pleasure.
You did it again.
See you guys.